Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be covering the tier bonuses. So it's been a while. I had to reformat my computer. So let me know if the audio is good. We're going to jump into this. We just got, like, so much news today. It's actually insane, the amount of news that we got. So basically, Blizzard just opened the floodgates on us randomly. We are getting all of the 11.2 news. And it's all happening at the same time. It's insane what's happening today. So... yeah, we're just going to cover everything. Let me just do a quick mic check. Mic check. How's it sound? If you're in the chat right now, let me know if it's good. Let's get the check done. Yeah, again, it's been a while since I've... actually, I haven't streamed on the computer since I reformatted. So I just want to make sure the audio and everything is good. Slightly increase the volume. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on one second. Okay, let's see if this is good. How's the audio? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2, 3. Sounds better? Okay. I think the gain is, I'm hearing a little gain on it, so maybe I need to turn that down just a little bit, but I think this is probably good, yeah? There, I turned off the background noise. Sounds good here? Excellent. All right, everyone, get comfortable. Lock in. Yo, Glixington, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome. Yo, guys. All right, so it all started today with Blizzard just like casually dropping a video on 11.2. I'm sure you've all seen it. We're going to be fighting a raid boss that's apparently as big as Stormwind, which is pretty cool. But what we actually care about a lot right here is the tier bonuses. We're going to start with the tier bonuses. Oh, we have the class changes too? Okay, so we got Druid, Death Knight, Nullifying Shroud. That's a PvP talent. Delay Harm. This is all preservation stuff. Okay. That's probably tuning. 5 seconds on this. Yeah, it looks the same. What? There's no way. Oh, I guess they're redesigning it. Hold on. So it's, I mean, that coefficient's insane on it, by the way. Okay, so wait, it says engulf your target for each periodic effect. Oh, so they made it so it's not 50% increase. It's 20%. So it'd be 20, 40, 60. And it used to be 150, and it's got a new coefficient. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that should be so we're taking what? It's net buff. Yeah, that sounds right to me. So we're taking what? It's 962, right? And then we're getting 60% on top, so it's 1.6. So this would be the new coefficient 1539, and then the old one was 481 times 2.5. Yeah, that is a buff. What the dude, why are they buffing engulf? Not only is it a buff to engulf, it's also easier because if you want to use it in AoE, or if you like just have a stroke and you forget to apply your dots, like it's not a big deal. That's insane. They're buffing engulf, dude. What a time to be alive, man. I can't believe they're buffing it. That's insane. Oh, they're buffing Emerald Blossom too. I like that. That's nice. Dude, dragons are going to be eating so good. All right, speaking of that, let's talk about the tier bonuses. All right. So we're going to be covering the tier bonuses here. Lock in, guys. I'm going to let you know real quick. These tier bonuses are fucking awesome. All right, so I hope everyone's excited for this because I was reading these and I was like, dude, I got to go live right now. Like, I even, I rescheduled, I had a coaching session that was coming up in like an hour. I rescheduled them and they were cool with it, so that we could just immediately cover this, because I was just like, dude, this is so insane. We have to just jump right into this. Okay. So the way that they're doing the tier bonuses this time around is a little bit different than normal. So normally tier bonuses are spec specific. These ones are actually hero talent specific. So if you're wondering why there's so many different tier bonuses, the reason is that they all deal with the hero talents. Okay. So Chrono Warden has its own tier bonus, Flame Shaper has its own tier bonus, and Scalecommander has its own tier bonus. It's not tied directly to what spec you're playing, which is interesting. So let's talk about Devastation first. So the Flame Shaper 2-piece bonus makes it so Engulf makes you basically get a damage increase. It says, engulf stokes your inner flame, increasing your damage and healing over time by 40%, increasing your chance to gain essence burst by 50% for 12 seconds, stacks twice. Multiple applications can overlap. That's pretty cool. I would like to know if this actually affects the damage from the engulf, because if it doesn't, then I think you really need to hit 2 in a row. But yeah, it's interesting. I think this, like, if it doesn't affect the engulf itself, I imagine that you would probably always want to use 2 back-to-back, but we'll obviously have to wait and see. It's interesting. It could be that the inner flame is affecting the engulf damage itself. Usually spells don't work that way, though. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but I think the PTR is... Yeah, so I actually started to download. Servers are probably not up, but as soon as the PTR is up, we'll try to get in there. Oh, it is up. Okay, cool. Hold on. It says it's not for me. Let me try the other server. Yeah, we'll test it real quick. I'm not sure if the tier bonuses are available for testing, but we'll see. These all got data mined. So I don't think Blizzard's like officially talked about the tier bonuses yet. Oh yeah, there's the server up. Nice. Let's go. Okay, we'll get that open in the background. Anyways, 4-piece bonus for Flame Shaper is consuming essence burst during inner flame fires an essence bomb at your target, damaging enemies reduced beyond 5 targets. I'd be interested to know if this has a internal cooldown. Yeah, we'll have to go on the PTR page to see it. Let's see. It may not be in here yet. They may not have the data for it. Yeah, we'll have to investigate that. Anyways, very cool, but here's the awesome one, all right? This is the one I'm actually hyped for. So this one is super pog. Scalecommander. So Scalecommander 2-piece is whenever you use your Deep Breath for 10 seconds, you have basically 2 dragon homies that come out with you, all right? And these homies, they use Disintegrates and Pyres, all right? Now, it doesn't stop there. The 4-piece bonus is whenever you have your squadron out, so basically if you've used Deep Breath in the last 10 seconds, your Mass Disintegrate is going to hit up to 5 targets, right? Because it's 3 plus 2. It says Mass Disintegrate strikes up to 2 additional targets. So that'd be 5 targets with your Mass Disintegrate. In addition to that, your squadron assists you for an additional 5 seconds. So it's actually 15 seconds. So basically, after every Deep Breath, 15 seconds of 5 target Mass Disintegrate. And then the boys that are coming out, right? They also do Disintegrates and Pyres. Pretty cool. Laser show, basically. Here, let's see if the tier bonuses are available. I'm gonna just head down here and see what we got going on. Orgrimmar. Let's go to Orgrimmar. Okay. Anyways, that's pretty cool, right? 5 targets with your Mass Disintegrate. The other one is just like something with Engulf, making you deal more damage, get more Essence Burst. Interesting to see how that works. I'm definitely gonna have to test that one to suss it out, because I feel like if it doesn't affect the Engulf that you use to proc it, then like there seems to be a huge incentive there to use them back to back. But then again, if it doesn't stack duration, then you might want to space them out. So yeah, it's going to come down on how the tier bonuses work here. Let's see. Can we loot the tier bonus? Is it available on the guy? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's available. Holy shit. Okay, we're eating good today, guys. Holy shit. All right, let's get it on. Dude, I can't believe it's out. That's crazy. Dude, they just released everything, man. This is so crazy. Oh, we can even see how it looks in game too. That's cool. All right, we got our bonus. Yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and make sure our build is good. This is probably some really old shit. Yeah, why not? Imminent Destruction, definitely one on Onyx Legacy. Okay, let's fix the UI because it's like super crangled. See if any of these are good. I don't want to mess with this, so I just want to set it. Okay, good enough. All right. Okay, so again, the tier bonus makes it so whenever we deep breath, we get a squadron, and they come out, and our Mass Disintegrate's gonna hit 2 additional targets here. Just need to make sure keybinds are good. They are good. Okay, so this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need to go to Dornagal. Yeah, we need to go to Dornagal so that we can hit 5 targets. Let's go. This isn't gonna be enough. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna do it right now. Let's go ahead and do a Fire Breath and then Eternity Surge, and then let's Deep Breaths. And then let's mass disintegrate. Oh my god, the laser show. Wait, that's only hitting 3 though. What's up with that? What's up with that? Why is it only hitting 3? Okay, hold on. Let's get our empower back up. I do like the dragons being with me though. So this is base mass disintegrate. That's 3. I wonder if it needs 5. Yeah, they're supposed to pyre as well. Maybe they only pyre in AoE. Sometimes they're smart like that. Here, let's go to Dornagal and see if it's the same. Okay, anyways, while we head to Dornagal, I just want to cover the mage ones too, because these are also just like so freaking good, dude. Okay, so for Frostfire, they're making it so that basically whenever you use anything that's frost damage, you're getting ignite out of it, which is like the biggest thing about Frostfire, I feel like, that kind of holds it back is, you know, your mastery like isn't very good. Like you want versatility instead of mastery because your spells just don't like really scale with mastery since you're getting so much blue damage. But they're making it so those spells now actually benefit from mastery, and not only that, they actually benefit from mastery at 150% effectiveness, which is insane, dude. Comet Storm at 150 effectiveness on your mastery, that's actually crazy. Okay, and then for Frost, it's gonna do 30% of the damage additionally. That's pretty crazy, right? So yeah, also the damage is getting buffed. Did I mention that? So that's the 2 piece, and then on the 4 piece, your Glacial Spike casts the Pyroblast, and it benefits from Ignite as Frost, and as Fire, every Pyroblast you do has a 20% chance to cast a Glacial Spike at 100% effectiveness. And it also benefits from Ignite, dude. How cool is that? That is so insane. Okay, let's see if the dummies are working here. So, yeah, so let's see. We've got 5 targets here. So let's go ahead and just, let's just do this. Tip Scales Fire Breath, Eternity Surge, Deep Breath, and let's Mass Disintegrate. Yeah, it's still only doing 3. Right, it's still only doing 3. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Maybe it's just not implemented properly. Yeah, it's only doing 3, guys. Okay, we'll have to wait until they like fix this for us to actually be able to test it properly, because currently it is bugged. All right, on to Mage. Sorry, guys. Oh, wait, hold on. There's one more thing I wanted to check. I want to check if Flame Shaper is actually benefiting from the buff on the first Empower. Okay, so the way that... Whoa, what was this? The way that this should work is... It says that whenever you engulf, you get Inner Flame, right? So the question is like how much damage should an engulf do? I'm just going to do a really rudimentary test here. We're just going to do a Living Flame into a Pyre, and I'm going to do a max rank Fire Breath into engulf. Boom. Okay, so that damage... Oh, did I DC? Wow, that was a lot of damage, dude. I DC'd from it. Wait, the camera turned off. What the heck? Hold on. Can you guys still hear me? Dude, that's weird that we DC'd at the same time the camera turned off. Okay, the camera is struggling. Come on, camera, you got this. One second. Okay. Oh, we DC'd again. All right. Seems like the PTR is a little bit unstable right now. Okay, camera, can you come back, please? It's showing up again. It's just not cooperating. Activate. There we go. It's a Razer webcam, so of course it's kind of dog shit, you know? I really hope the game opens up again. Yeah, it's an old webcam. My camera's getting repaired right now. Come on, Razer, use webcam. Wake up. Dude, come on. Why is the PTR being unstable? Okay, we're just gonna get back to the news if the PTR isn't working. I may have another webcam laying around. Can you bring it to me? Thank you. Okay, Brittany's bringing a backup webcam since this one is apparently not working. Wait, what about the Mythic mount? Hold on. We gotta check this out. It's very cool. All right. Open up Wowhead. Oh, wow. Star Eater. Yeah, so it's like a small image, but it looks pretty cool. Hold on, can we see it in game? Oh, thank you. All right, we got a webcam. 1 second, I'm gonna plug this in. All right, it's a Logitech webcam, old reliable. Let's see if it works. There it is. Dude, it actually looks better than the Razer one. Yeah. Fucking Razer webcam, dude. All right, we're back. We're so back. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, we got distracted because I did the opener and then my computer exploded. And then we disconnected from WoW. So let's get back on track. Yeah, the 5 mass disintegrate's really cool. Unfortunately, it's not implemented yet. It's not working. I just went on the PTR and try to test it, and it did not work, unfortunately. But anyways, moving on. So while the game tries to sort its feelings out about me and letting me log in, let's take a look at the tier bonuses again. Okay, so for fire, you're getting Comet Storm, Ice Nova, Frostfire, Burst are dealing ignite damage, and it's at 150% effectiveness, which is absolutely insane, by the way. You're also, for Frost, you're getting like a fake ignite on your... dude, my guy's just like flying. Look at him. There's no way I'm going to stay online. It's going to DC me again. Let's see. The name of it was Unbound Star Eater. Yo, wait, hold on. This is sick. Look at this thing, dude. Holy, what a crazy mount. Hold on, can I link this in chat? Yeah, no, the game is like eating shit right now. Hold on, let's go. Oh, can I make it bigger? I want to make it bigger, dude. Okay, tell me this mount isn't sick though. There, now you can see it in all its majesty. That's about as good as I can get it. Looks really cool though. Oh, we DC'd again. There we go. Fit the screen. All right, yeah, so I'm pretty sure the PTR is just going to be like blowing up over and over and over again, so that's fine. Yeah, anyways, so Spell Slinger ones. For Arcane, you're getting Arcane Blast damage is increased by 20%. That's interesting. Just a flat damage increase, though, kind of boring. But Direct Splinter damage has a 50% chance to grant a stack of Arcane Harmony. You might be asking yourself, okay, well, who cares? That's not a big deal. I can just get those from my missiles. Well... the 4 pieces where this thing really cooks. So Arcane Orb has a 100% chance to grant a stack of Arcane Harmony up to 5 times. So that means you can get 5 Arcane Harmony per orb, okay? And whenever you reach maximum stacks of Arcane Harmony, you gain Intuition just straight up. All right, now the wording on this does not indicate that it's only from this orb. It means every instance of Arcane Harmony. So that's going to be Arcane Harmonies you get from your Splinters. That's going to be Arcane Harmony stacks you get from your missiles. That's going to be Arcane Harmony stacks you get from your Aether Attunement. So you're not going to have the Aether Attunement craziness that you have right now in live, where like every time you get a Touch of Magi out, you get a Aether Attunement missile, so you just instantly cap out on Harmony stacks. That's not going to really be a thing. But getting Arcane Harmony like this is insane, and it just means that you're going to really, really be incentivized to basically do a Arcane Aether Attunement missiles and then barrage from it at the very end and basically not be right on the target, but be like a little bit far back. As soon as you cap on your Arcane Harmony, that's going to give you an Intuition stack, right? And so you can barrage twice after that. So basically, every time you use a Aether Attunement missiles, if it's AoE, you're always going to cap on Arcane Harmony pretty much. It's like a given, right? As long as there's enough targets. So you'll be able to barrage with the Intuition, and then that's going to spend most of your Arcane Harmony, but you're going to get some left over. If you get Orb Barrage, you can get 5 back. You could have up to 10 left over, right? Or even 15 if you're max range. So that could be a second Intuition in a row. Like literally, you're going to be an Intuition printer with this. It is actually GucciBarrage.com, dude. This is insane. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because if you're further back, the further back you are, the more travel time there is on your missiles, right? So if you Aether Attunement, you already have Harmony stacks, and you do an Aether Attunement missiles, and you barrage from that missile, and then they're still flying in, you're going to get the harmony stacks afterwards. You're going to get the intuition proc from the initial one. You're going to get a second intuition potentially if you proc an orb or something like that. This sounds really awesome, and it doubles down on the kind of gameplay I like the most about Arcane, which is like just basically looking to time your barrage missiles combo stuff really, really good. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. This sounds awesome. That's the Spell Slinger bonus for Mage, at least for Arcane. For Frost, it's making it so Ice Lance and Icicle deal more damage, and then you also have Splinters having the chance to gain a stack of Cold Front, which, if you don't already know, Cold Front is the thing that procs the Frozen Orb. And I'll be honest with you guys, chat, I'm not really excited about Frost. I haven't been for a long time. Frost to me is just kind of mid. I wish Blizzard would redesign Frost. I don't like the direction Frost has taken. I'm not a fan of it, and I really hope that they do something else with it. I find it to be very boring. The only thing about Frost that's fun is whenever you can pad your ass off with Comet Storm, and using Frostfire is how you do that, right? So like these Frostfire ones are actually pretty sick. Like the Pyroblast dealing damage, that's whatever. I'm more excited about getting a Glacial Spike potentially from a Pyroblast. That sounds like way cooler. But I mean, still, it's at 100% effectiveness, right? So that's pretty good. And then like having your Glacial Spikes benefit from, your, what is it? Where is it? Here. Yeah, Glacial Spike has a chance to cast Pyroblast. Pyroblast now benefits from Ignite. Ignite is going to be 30% damage over time. I mean, I'm sure the damage on this is going to be like pretty good. It's just that it's not, it doesn't wow me. Like it doesn't make me excited. It's like, oh, cool damage. Whereas the Frostfire Fire one, like, gets me actually very excited, because this opens up a whole new world of like possibilities, right? Because you can like build a really freaking massive Ignite, even bigger than you can right now with like the Comet Storm and stuff, and like spread it around. And Frostfire already has such good Ignite, not necessarily as good as Sunfury, but like just getting the Ignite value, right? Even though less spells do Ignite, you get a lot of Ignite value still. Because the Frostfire talents just give you mastery like crazy. So anyways, yeah, it's really looking pretty awesome. And then let's move on. So yeah, we talked about the Arcane one for Spellslinger. For Frost, yeah, we get Cold Front. Cold Front's the Frozen Orb thing. You get the idea. So for Sunfury, Spellfire Sphere damage bonus increased. So we're getting a higher damage bonus on that. That's whatever. Your Phoenix has a 25% chance to cast an exceptional spell without consuming a sphere. Now that is interesting, because the more exceptional spells your Phoenix casts, the longer you stay in Arcane Soul / Hyperthermia. Which, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's not something that you directly interface with, and it's not too crazy though, because it's only the 2-piece, right? The 4-piece bonus, however, is when your Phoenix expires, it empowers you even further. You get lesser time warp, which is going to increase your haste and your spell damage. Again, I don't think that this is as exciting as the Frostfire one. Like, to me, the Frostfire Fire one seems like way more exciting. However, it's not bad. It is going to feel really bad, though, as Fire, losing our current tier bonus. That's what kind of makes me sad, is like thinking about losing the 11.1 tier bonus for Fire is kind of depressing. Chad, do you feel the same way? Like, I feel like I've gotten so used to like Combustion being just available all the time and just like wanting to smash that like button on it. And at this point, whenever it goes away, I'm just going to feel like really bad. Like the cooldown Combustion is going to feel really bad. And I feel like the damage outside of Combustion for Sunfury is like already kind of mid. And then if you take that away and you're like buffing Frostfire by this huge amount, I don't know what the tuning's going to look like, but I worry that maybe like Sunfury's days are numbered. Let me know if you agree. I don't know how Sunfury can really work unless it has like a really short Combustion cooldown. Because Sunfury just doesn't like do anything outside of Combustion, whereas Frostfire actually has some value outside of Combustion, right? But now we're like greatly reducing the amount of Combustion uptime. Also, I kind of like the gameplay currently with Glorious Incandescence and fitting it into Combustions. Like there's a really fun synergy there with timing every Combustion so that you have Glorious Incandescence available for it. And if you have less Combustions, it becomes more of a like set in stone thing as opposed to like, playing it by ear. So yeah, I don't know. I really hope that they do something to Sunfury to balance it so that it can be on par with Frostfire. And I'm not really sure how they can do that unless they like address the cooldown of combustion, like make it less as Sunfury, even more so than currently. Oh, we have the Mythic Plus mount. Oh, yeah, he's pretty cool. Just like a little bug guy, right? I mean, the effects on these void mounts are awesome. Oh, wow, this one's really cool. Okay, so I was just looking at the basic one. I mean, the coloring is just the difference here, but it does make a pretty big difference. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, let me know what you think about these tier bonuses. I feel like Blizzard actually cooked insane. Do you guys feel that way too? Like, these tier bonuses seem really, really fun. And I'm definitely excited to like try this stuff out. What I think about Frost Mage, just like in general, I don't really like the way Frost works right now. I feel like the only like value in Frost, other than just being like decent damage and just like very fun for people, I guess, who just one trick Frost, is it's just really fucking good at padding. Like, it can pad like crazy as Frostfire. That's like the only exciting thing about Frost, is like the kind of cold combos. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I don't really like the vibe for it. Is just not. It's not for me. I was kind of hoping they would like rework Frost. I would like to see like a Frost, like a formal Frost rework. Okay, yeah, the PTR is so laggy right now. Holy shit. Okay, maybe it's just because we're in Dornagal. Let's see if maybe I leave. Maybe it's like less laggy elsewhere. But before I do that, I need to... Oh man, it's got to be the target dummies that are lagging us, right? Like, there's got to be people just causing like... Wait, there's no one here. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Okay, so combat log. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, Living Flame goes out. There it is. Okay. Disintegrate. Fire Breath. Engulf. Dude, it's so laggy. Alright, how much did that engulf hit for? So the engulf itself hit for, let's see, 3.9 million. Okay. And then Consume Flame. Wait, Consume Flame actually comes after. I think it might actually be benefiting. Dude, my Consume Flame hit for the same amount my engulf hit for. Oh my god, it fucking hit for 4.3 million on that one? Okay, hold up. Let's get 2 engulfs, and we're gonna go back to back. Living Flame, Dragon Rage, Tip the Scales, Fire Breath, Engulf, Engulf. Okay, how did those engulfs stack up? Let's see. So, god fucking damn it, dude. Every time. The game can't handle the engulfs, man. I'm telling you. It can't handle the engulfs. Every time I engulf, I DC. Every goddamn time. Yeah, the Scalecommander one sounds really awesome. To me, the most interesting mage tier bonus, it's got to be like Arcane SS, or it's got to be like Fire Frostfire. SF is like the big loser, I think, in this. Because SF is losing the crazy combustion uptime. And the tier bonus just doesn't seem like as appealing. And I just feel like in general, SF is like maybe on life support. I'm a bit worried about it. Lesser time warp during Arcane Soul is going to feel better, though. Yeah, that's true. I think Arcane is eating pretty good. Is the SKB Meteor Stonks because of losing the current tier bonus, which favors UI and getting the new Meteor set bonus in theory would be slightly better on SKB? I think SKB is probably like... Well, we'll have to wait and see, but SKB wasn't just taken off the menu because of hyperthermia. It was also taken off the menu because it's just tuned lower now, like UI versus SKB. But having less combustion uptime does make UI less important. We can sim it. I feel like SF was already on life support with the removal of time anomaly, and Mage is probably going to drop a bit. Yeah, you can still do well as SF currently, but like with this, it's definitely in trouble. Okay, here's a little exercise. Let's get my Mage pulled up, and we'll do single target sim. Let's just do a quick sim. And then we're going to compare it with and without tier. And then we're going to take the numbers from what we get here, and we're just going to do some quick napkin math and figure out like what the value is here. Okay. So this is 10 targets. We got to fix that. Let's grab the profile. Okay. There we go. Single target. All right, let's go again. World server is down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait, Arcane Orb travel time increased? Where is that? Are you just making that up, or did that happen? Oh, wow. All players have access to Shadow Meld in Season 3 using a new potion. That's cool. Yorlun, what are you talking about? If they increase the Arcane Orb travel time, it's like Gucci Barrage all the time, man. Okay, so this is going to be without tier. I wonder, there's no way these are implemented, right? Hold on. I gotta test this. Season 3. There's no way this works, right? Let's do PTR equals 1 at the top. Right? There's no way this works. Okay, let's run it. Yeah. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Well, it's worth a shot. Let's get rid of that line. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. So this is just comparing Sunfury with no tier versus Sunfury with tier, right? It's a pretty big difference. And then now let's... Oh, it's going to be super laggy. I'm going to DC again. Now let's take my mage on live and let's do it with Frostfire. And by the way, my gear is not optimized for Frostfire, but it'll still sim much higher. So we'll change this one to SF. And then we'll just grab this. This should have the, yeah, it does. Okay. We'll just grab the talents for Frostfire here real quick. And I'm not going to bother like optimizing the gear. But we'll say this one is... Yeah, FF, no tier. Talents equal. Okay, and then we'll do copy equal SF, no tier, comma. There we go. And we'll do the same for actually FF preheat. Okay. Yeah, so this will be this guy. This will be this guy. 0, 0. We can delete this part. Okay. Oh, it might be stable. Okay, let's try the engulf thing again. Maybe not. It's making me nervous. There it is. All right, combat log. Make it massive. Living Flame into Dragon Rage to Shattering Star, tip the Scales, Fire Breath, Engulf, Engulf, Pyre, 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 Pyre. Okay. Now let's back up here. So let's see. This was oh god, I think we already missed the text. I don't see any damage from the what's it called? Essence Bomb? I don't see Essence Bomb damage. Hold on. Are we even getting an Essence Bomb buff? Essence Bomb. Essence Bomb. There's Inner Fire. We are having the Inner Fire buff. It doesn't seem to be causing the explosion it says it is supposed to. Yeah, so yeah, I am simming stuff for PTR while we test stuff online on the PTR as well. Consuming Essence Burst during Inner Fire fires Essence Bomb. Okay, so you actually have to have an Essence Burst. Servers are down again, probably. Oh, it was in the middle? I didn't even see it at all. We'll check again. Yeah, so obviously like both specs lose a lot if you lose the tier, right? FF loses, it says 11% here. SF loses 12%. Yeah, I mean it's, you know, it's a pretty significant gain for both, but FF is just so far ahead in single target already. SKB could be on the menu. Let's see. So if I do let's do this. SF no tier UI. And then this one will be with SKB. So Frostfire Raid. We'll just swap this in for SKB. We'll want to pick up Flame Accelerant now. Let's see, what do we want to drop for a Flame Accelerant? Can't drop anything on the top row. It has to be like here. It might be like Fevered Incantation. It might be Wildfire. Let's do this. Fevered Incantation, drop Wildfire. We'll put it, we'll do this as a top gear actually. That'd be easier. Alright, still waiting to log in. Okay, so we'll just grab the top gear from before. Yeah. Where was it? Here it is. Okay, run sim again. And then we can grab the little command to turn off our tier bonus. Just copy paste it because I'm lazy. Expert mode. We don't need this. Actually, this is under base player customization. We'll do set bonus to 0. So this is without a tier bonus. Yeah, world server is down. Okay, single target. So this is my character on live, but without a tier bonus. Is what's happening here. And then we don't need all these iterations. Let's just turn off all this. We can just go with the normal bracers. Normal belt. Case mastery ring. Case mastery offhand. And copy. Generate combinations. Remove this talent. Tell it block off these guys. You do have access to Flame Accelerant though. And we'll also tell it to spec out of this stuff here. There we go. Wait, it didn't work. Generate combinations. Maybe we have to do it one by one. It doesn't seem to like what I'm doing. And we DC'd again. Well, I didn't even expect to like be able to get on the PTR, so I can't really complain too much. Okay. There we go. We got some combos. Fine top gear. What am I simming? SKB versus UI without tier bonus. Because we're losing our old tier bonus. So I want to just like look at the gap. It's been a while since I looked at SKB versus UI. Oh, okay. So this is something interesting. Blizzard also said that they're adding a, like, basically you get a demerit if you leave Mythic Plus enough times. So this was a little bit older, but I think it's interesting to cover. Let's talk about it here. All right. So the article is Mythic Plus leavers are finally going to be penalized with a new deserter system coming in Season 3. Mythic Plus leavers are one of the most frustrating things that can happen in your key if the rest of the group doesn't currently want to quit. Players have voiced concerns on this topic across social media. I myself am one of those players who has voiced these concerns. I've joked about it before that people who leave my keys, especially if I just need like a weekly and randos just leave it for like no reason, like, you know, don't normally support the death penalty, but maybe they need some corporal punishment. So what Blizzard is doing is they're basically adding a system to the game where if you do this enough, and we don't know like the specifics, right? But if you do it enough, you're going to get basically flagged as like a leaver. Okay? And think about it like in League of Legends or like other games where if you leave a lot, like you get put into like a special queue that's like with players who also leave, right? And the only way you can crawl out of that hole, the only way you can remove your demerit is if you do dungeons with those people and you do enough where like you basically wash yourself of this debuff. All right, so it says it right here. Yeah, we don't have the details, but we'll be sharing this as it goes live with the Ghosts of Karesh through PTR, but we're actually introducing a Keystone Deserter system. Rough summary, again, there'll be more details coming out later, but if you put up an abandoned vote, so if you FF and everyone agrees, then it's fine, right? But if you put an abandoned vote and people don't vote to abandon, you're like, you know, basically you're told like, no, you're not allowed to leave. and you still leave, right? Even though the group hasn't forfeit, if you leave the group, basically you're gonna have this debuff, all right? And it says you'll be marked as someone who leaves often. So in the group finder, if, you're gonna see this player quits. That said, if you're on good behavior and you're finishing keystones or using the abandoned system appropriately, you'll lose those marks as well. First iteration, we're gonna take a bunch of feedback. We want to do this. But we do view this as a problem. We want to build a tool for players to agree that the key is over and punish players who suddenly vanish. So you can still leave a key. Like everyone can vote like, yeah, it's washed. Like we need to just go next, right? You can still vote to end the key and that's fine. But if you don't vote to end the key or if the vote fails and you still leave, I mean, you can do that, right? But you're going to be basically put into like a low prio queue, right? It says this seems very reminiscent of Dota's low priority queue, where instead of instantly suspending players who frequently leave, they sent them to a special queue to play with other low prio players. So that way, all those people who are leaving keys can be put in their own little group, yeah? And we don't have to deal with them. So that's fantastic. Okay, so yeah, if we disable the tier bonus here, and we take a look at what is good, UI Frostfire on top still, but SKB is behind by about, yeah, SKB needs help, man. There might be other talents, so hold on. Let's see if we can make SKB fire like not as dog shit, because this is, it's really down bad. I know it is down bad, but I'm curious to see like how much it would take for it to be okay. So yeah, let's do this again. Run sim again. Let's run it with this profile right here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and generate some combinations here. Let's take out the stuff that we know we wouldn't spec into. That way those options are like off the table. And then we'll start removing some of these talents here. And we'll let the robot decide what it likes most. So we know for certain like some things we're going to take, yeah? There's no question about some of these talents. The question is way down below here what it wants to run, yeah? So we'll go ahead and save this. Let's uncheck replace. And let's try it. Yeah, Jericho, so whenever I log in, the world server right now is very finicky. It's very temperamental. I keep DCing. But no, I haven't gotten it to work yet. In fact, since I was in earlier, like I just DC pretty much instantly whenever I get in. Oh, there's a screenshot. Okay, 1 second. Dude, what? Okay, this is awesome, dude. What the fuck? Dude. Huh? Bro, this is insane. That is awesome. Dude, we gotta try that. Wait, so Stormwind, it worked, huh? I'm just gonna try to get out of the city and see if maybe, like, we're just bugged out here. Bro, that is so many laser beams, though. Look at it. What am I playing now? I actually swap back to fire. Oh, we need to be alliance, dude. Hold on. Can I like... FF. Yeah, I'm probably going to play FF fire. So, okay, here's 4 target dummies. Can we add more? Turn up. All right, here we go. Yeah, so we are Scalecommander. And let's re-equip our tier bonus just in case it's like bugged out or something. Take it off, put it back on. There we go. All right. Okay, what the fuck? Why is this not working? Dude, my fire breath won't work right now. It's bugged. Okay, let's put it back on the bar. Holy, look at that thing, dude! That was sick. Okay, maybe it's just with tip the scales that's broken. So I'm actually gonna have a mass disintegrate like in my pocket here. And then we're gonna refresh it with this one. And now we're gonna deep breath. And then we're gonna set it up. Boom. Why doesn't that work? Oh, wait, hold on. Do you have to do the empower after your deep breath? Is that how it works? Yeah, okay, it's bugged. It's bugged. It's bugged. You have to, so how it works is it's not dynamically updating the buff for mass disintegrate. So you have to actually deep breath before you use your empowers or else it won't work. But that makes me wonder, what if I already have one stack? Okay, so let's do a little test. If I get one stack of mass disintegrate first and then I use a deep breath, is it a different spell ID? Or do I disconnect from the game? That is the question. I think we know the answer now. No, what I was going to say is, do we get the good mass disintegrate? Scalecommander right now, I don't really recommend playing it. But yeah, on the patch though, I mean, this is looking sick. Okay, we'll see if it lets me back in. Yeah, this is insanely hyped, dude. If Scalecommander isn't the best spec, or if it's like not playable because it's so far behind Flameshaper, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so unbelievably sad, dude. I really want to play this. Okay, so oh yeah, PTR is mega shitting itself right now. Yeah, Unleashed Inferno is just so dominant, dude. I don't know if we can get out of this hole, man. I think we're stuck with it. So the best combination is gonna be, ever since they made it so you don't get Empowered Frostfire Bolts, it was like GG's. Damn, bro, how far are we gonna have to scroll for us to find a SKB that's like competitive in single target? Here, 7.9, that's the best one. So this is the, yeah, it is dropping Wildfire. Okay, that's why I expected. Yeah, dude, we're UI gamers now. Like, SKB's dead, dude. That's okay. Yeah, so Frostfire Fire is not the same stats as Arcane exactly, but Arcane stats fluctuate depending on what you're doing anyways, right? Dude, why am I here? This just sent me somewhere random. Let's go to Silvermoon. Yeah, I don't really like SKB too much anyways. I'm okay that it's dead. I just hope that Sunfury isn't just like giga dead, you know? I hope that there's a chance for it. That's the main thing I care about. I just want to play Sunfury still sometimes. I'm just worried because without like the current tier bonus, I feel like SF Fire is just... It's already not like doing too well. It's gonna just be giga behind, I feel like. Okay, so here's the test, yeah? If we do our Attorney Surge first, and then we do a Deep Breath, and then we do a Fire Breath, and then we do a Mass Disintegrate. Hold on, maybe I'm too far away. That's just 3. No, it didn't work. Okay, that's actually a bug. Because at least one of those should have been a Mass Disintegrate. Okay, so let's do it again. Dude, I've already found a bug with this tier bonus. We'll report that. Let me just make sure what I saw there is actually correct. We will have to wait a little bit longer on our Deep Breath because there's not as many people here. There we go. Okay, so we have to Deep Breath first. So let's turn off friendly nameplates. Let's see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I stand like right here, I think I should be in range of all of them. That one's in front of me. That one's in front of me. Yeah, okay. So let's try it again. Let's Deep Breath. Let's just hit this guy. I do like these dragon homies, dude. Look at them. Look, they followed me around too. They're shooting their beams, dude. Let's go. All right, say goodbye to your homies. Yeah, okay. So it has to be after Deep Breath. You have to have the Deep Breath debuff like up. I don't like that. That seems like a bug. Because, like, if you do one Mass Disintegrate, right, and you have a Mass Disintegrate debuff or, like, buff just sitting there on your character, and then you Deep Breath and then use another Mass Disintegrate, it just bricks it. It totally bricks it, so that's got to be a bug. Okay, let's try one more time just to confirm it. And I am going to drop a target dummy, like, right here. Okay. Boom. That's beautiful, dude. Look at that. And then this is normal empowers with Mass Disintegrate, just a 3. Okay, let's get our Deep Breath again. Yeah, I mean, this is like insane damage at 5 targets. I wonder, does this mean that your Mass Disintegrate's going to do increased damage for like the missing targets? Hold on. So if I do a normal Mass Disintegrate, so those ticks are doing like 386k. Okay, 386k. All right, let's do a Deep Breath first. Now Eternity Surge. Let's aim it perfectly. That Disintegrate was doing like 600k. Now also has Milt Armor on it, right? But I mean, shit, this one hit for 815k on the mass disintegrate tick. This one had 1.4 million tick, bro. What the fuck? That ain't 10%, buddy. Yo, that's insane. Yeah, this is crazy because it's gonna make your mass disintegrate hit so much harder. Damn. Okay, that's sick. I like that. So yeah, it does seem to be working with the thing where like if you have missing targets, it is increasing your disintegrate. So it's just 30% more damage on your disintegrate on top of what you already have. So if there's 4 targets, that's like 60% increased damage on it. That's pretty nice. And then if we do our deep breath first, yeah, and then we do our fire breath and our eternity surge. Go ahead and get nice and spaced out here. Boom. Right. Look at that, dude. Look at those beams. Now I just really need to have like the ability to do 2 of them in that window. Because look, my dragons are gone now. It only lasts, what, 15 seconds, right? Okay, is it actually like decreasing the cooldown on my empowers though? I think we need to go... I think we need to go back to throwing the goal. Yeah, so the Evoker buddies are doing stuff. They are in fact doing stuff. So they shoot disintegrates. I haven't seen them pyre yet. And they make it so that I'm buffed. So the tier bonus says, yeah, you get a squadron of 2 devastation or director that will attack targets with disintegrate and pyre. While your squadron is active, your mass disintegrate strikes up to 2 additional targets. In addition, your squadron assists you for 5 additional seconds. So it's 10 plus 5, so it's 15 seconds. It seems to be whenever your deep breath starts, by the way. So yeah, even more important to like deep breath and like exit it immediately. Yeah. Four, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I can't get a second set of them off. Maybe if I had people here, or like the targets were more stacked, I might be able to get a second set off. But my deep breath is almost up again. Okay, that looks cool as fuck. Oh, that's only 4 on that one, but still. Yeah, so it does seem like you're getting causality ticks on all of them, which is pretty awesome. Dude, your charge blast probably goes so fast too. That's gotta be insane for getting those ticks, dude. 5 disintegrates going 4 times, that's an instant full, like, and more. Like, you're just gonna be overcapped on charge blast. That's dope. Alright, let's log into the mage. Copy character. Where's the mage? Oh, did they buff Sunfury? They need to. Where's the notes on this? New lean emote? Hold on. We got lean, dude. Yo, hold on. I'm gonna lean against this wall. Yo, we can lean now. Okay, that's tight. Now you can look cool whenever you're like having the fight explained to you, yeah? Okay, so it did not transfer any of my keybinds or anything. Let's see. Can I get my slot set up? Retail interface add-ons. Copy XPTR paste. PTR paste. Okay. We gotta go get the tier bonus first. Let's test out fire first. Yeah, Arcane Orb travel time. I've heard about this. We're gonna test this out. That's actually really sick for Gucci Brush. Stormwind has so much better of target dummies too. Feels good, man. Ooh, 5-second intuition, dude? That's huge. Yeah, I think Arcane's gonna be eating good, dude. All right, let's buy him out. The full setup, dude. Nice. Okay, the tier bonus doesn't look as bad as I thought. Yeah, it actually looks kind of cool. I was kind of a hater at first, but I like the way it looks now. Now that I see the animation on it. The hat's actually really cool. I would have liked a more void themed instead of like feather void, but I'll take it. Okay, so it says Pyroblast Flame Strike have no cast time, guaranteed to crit, increase the damage of Pyroblast Flame Strike by 15%. Do they rebalance SKB and UI? Yeah, it doesn't seem to fit the spheres. It should make your spheres void spheres, dude. That'd be sick. Or like if they were the same as this blue. That'd be so cool. Okay, I'm just gonna put the keybinds I need. Wait, oh, Inspired Intellect is like the only option now. Okay, does that mean they listened? They just got rid of TA completely. I'm a fan of that. I like that. Read Hyperthermia in the talents now. While Combustion is not active, consuming Hot Streak has a low chance to cause Pyroblast to have no cast time be guaranteed critical. Each cast of Pyroblast Flame Strike during Hyperthermia increases the damage of it. Yeah, it's the same as Arcane Soul. They change anything else in here? I like that they got rid of TA. That's good. That was one of my complaints. I was like, why aren't you guys balancing in TA? But they need to like tune us up now to make up for this. Because TA was like a pretty big damage increase. So they need to like make this talent better. Yeah, I mean, it's the same as the aura buff. They should probably do something about that. Okay, Phoenix Flame, Fire Blast on E. Rest of this is fine. Okay. Okay, the combustion cooldown doesn't feel too bad with the increased speed because you're getting combustion right away here. This is without Lust 2. Oh, I thought I got that GI last second. Maybe I didn't. It's hard to do this without UI. Okay, okay. It feels actually fine. I think damage-wise it's probably behind still, but it feels fine. Cooldown manager. Let's just do this since I don't have weak auras. Oh, wrong command. Oopsies. This over here. That looks good. I don't know what that is. It's weird doing the hyperthermia though without like seeing the tracker I'm used to. I keep missing it. Also, no Spellfire Spheres tracker on here, which is annoying. So with the like haste increase on your hyperthermia, it actually doesn't feel that bad to not have the combustion cooldown reduction. Because you actually get so much cooldown reduction from your hyperthermia, like it just goes away. It's still worse, but it's like not nearly as bad. Like hyperthermia is just combustion builder. It feels very similar to the current. Okay, let's do Frostfire. You must spend all your points. Oh, that's right. Okay, time for Frostfire. Is it Frostfire Bolt? Yes, it is. Oh, I don't like how this changed. Oh, that's ugly. 1 second. What is this buff I'm getting? Do I have SKB? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing GS either. Let's try again. Here, we'll keep an eye on it over here. That way I can look at the VOD and make sure that I'm right. Okay. Might be able to actually combat log this. Combat log. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, tier is testable. I'm using it right now. That's what we're testing. Okay. Why is excess frost not being fucking tracked on this? What is going on? Is this like a prank or something? I don't see any GS, guys. Where's the GS? %20 chance, it says. I don't see it in here. Oh, I see it right here. 4 million. Wait, did you see the animation? I didn't see the animation. Hold on. I'm just gonna keep hard casting pyros and see if I see the animation. That was Frostfire Bolt. Oh, I saw it. Yeah, it was there for a split second. It's like, it's like super fast though. It's so fast. It's like if you blink, you miss it. I was hoping it would like appear above my head and like go off, but that the animation's like kind of subdued on it. Can I edit this tracker so it tracks this shit I actually need to track? Because, like, what's the deal with it not tracking empowered or, like, excess frost and fire? What the fuck? Why would they not do that? Oh, shit, I just saw it there. Yeah, that was on the first pull, or on the first cast. It also doesn't track improve Scorch. Tell you what though, that Glacial Spike is fucking hitting hard. It's like critting for like 3.5 million like every time. They need to make the animation on the Glacial Spike more prominent. It's like not cool enough. It needs to be cooler. Okay, let's check out Arcane. Oh, it's already in here. That's weird. Okay. Arcane Orb. Go! Oh, that's... Keybinds are all fucked up. Okay. Hold on. Let's fix it. This goes on 4. This is Shift 2. Or Shift V. Right here. Evocation. Shift V. E should be missiles. 6 is ice flows, that's fine. 5 should be orb. 6 should be just normal touch. 3 should be barrage. 2 should be blast. Shift 2 should be arcane surge. Plus the cards. Barrier should be here. Potion should be here. Okay, let's reload the UI. Okay. Arcane Orb, go. Boof. Holy dude. That thing flies, man. Wait, how far can it go before I can barrage? So it's like here. This is like the distance you want to be. Dude, that's sick. Okay, I like that. Aw, I should have gotten the second intuition there, I think. I really like this new orb, dude. This new orb is sick. Wait, can I still do the Gucci missile? Hold on. I need to force attunement missiles real quick. Alright, there's 1. Here's 2. I have it ready. Okay. Just gonna touch just to get the touch ready. Okay. Missiles. Rush. Yeah, I got leftovers there. That didn't have intuition. If you time it, it doesn't work. If you like time it perfectly, there's like a delay to getting the intuition proc. What the fuck? Why is there a delay to it? Yeah, so the tier bonus is you get intuition procs like crazy. So it's like machine gun intuition procs. That's interesting. What is the tier bonus for Sunfury again? Wait, I think they changed the talents because, like, look, if I click Sunfury, it's gonna put the talents back the way they were before. Watch this. See, look. Oh, never mind. I lied. Spellfire Sphere spell damage bonus increased by 1%. Your Arcane Phoenix has a 25% chance to cast an exceptional spell without consuming a sphere. When your Phoenix expires, it empowers you further beyond, granting lesser time warp and 10% increased spell damage. So it's 15% haste and 10% spell damage for 10 seconds in your Arcane Soul window. That's not too bad. Alright, let's get my balls back. Oh, I should check out the trinkets too. See, do they have trinkets on the vendor? Ooh, we can get our Void Ritual too. Can't use that here. Okay. New trinkets. Spells have a chance to empower the Void Core, granting intellect for 15 seconds. This chance is increased by 25%, while below 50% mana. Multiple applications may overlap. Wait, that sounds insane. Recklessly feed a portion of your essence to the forge, granting you 45,000 intellect, decaying over 30 seconds at the cost of 15% of your own health. Yup. Mana Leech. Your damaging spells have a high chance to lash your target with arcane power, dealing arcane damage split between your target enemies caught in its path. Damage increased by 30% per additional enemy hit, up to 50%, and further increased by your mastery. What the dude, these are weird. Antenna has a chance to detect and draw ambient arcane energy towards you, granting critical strike for 10 seconds. Multiple applications may apply. Yep, that sounds insane. Harmful spells and abilities have a chance to strike your target with the Abyssal Comment, dealing cosmic damage. Upon death, enemies explode to deal cosmic damage. Okay. Compel an Oathbound Shadow Guard to... yeah, whatever. Wait, hold on. What was the last part? Damage increased by 30% per additional enemy hit. Staff. Your spells have a chance to conjure void glass shards, slicing enemies. Okay, that's cool. My cat just tapped me on the arm, like she was trying to get my attention. Harmful spells and abilities have a chance for the battery to drain life force of the enemy, inflicting arcane damage. Taking damage such a... that's a tanking thing. Your spells and ability critical strikes have a high chance to grant you arcane hunger, giving you even more critical strike. Interesting. Rip essence out of your target, consume it, while granting your low secondary if the target was ethereal. Your high secondary stats increased instead. Oh. Release another gate, flooding your location with corrupted mana. Every second, enemies inside. Okay, it's healing trinket. Harmful spells and abilities have a chance to fracture the enemy's soul, dealing shadow damage over 10 seconds. If a fractured enemy dies, you absorb their lingering energy. Mythic plus, probably. Harmful spells and abilities have a chance to grant you a void fragment. Slaying the enemy guarantees a void fragment. Upon collecting 15 fragments, you absorb their void energy, increasing your mastery by 29k. Have a chance to grant you ether plate. The next time you take direct targeted damage, consume an ether plate and reduce that instance of damage by 50% up to 6 million. Wait, that's fucking crazy. What? Dude, it's like a tanking staff, but for casters, and the effect is nuts. That's so good for prog. I mean, it's not damage, but like, that is so crazy. You can have 50% reduced damage up to 6 million. My health right now is 13k. I'll probably have like 17k in like best gear, but like 6k, that's like a 30%. Yeah, some of this stuff is really crazy. Shards of the Void. So I need Aspire. I need a 2-set. Let's see, Trinket. Yeah, we can put on this guy. There's our 2-piece. This is just a passive effect. So we want to unuse. Let's see, what's a good unuse? 2-minute cooldown. Not great. Is there an unuse that's like less? Two minutes. 2 minutes. Uh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, it looks like 2 minutes is the best we can do. Okay, that's fine. We'll use this. Arlo took his balls, dude. Do I think Arcane is easier to play? Dude, it's way too early to guess, but I doubt it. Okay, let's see. So, Ritual Forge. Will details work? Let's see if details works. Does this even show Aether Attunement? Doesn't show Bird and Power either. It's kind of annoying. I can just turn on Weak Auras, I guess. Got quiet all of a sudden. I do like this fast orb though. The fast orb is sick. Okay, so details isn't working like all the way, but it does work like partially. We can look here. See if Weak Auras works. Aha! Okay, we're gonna grab... You can't run World of Warcraft while PTR is running. Okay. Let's log out and let's grab the weak auras. Start. Yeah, I'm worried about Sunfury, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm worried about it. Also, the Glacial Spike needs to actually like show up. Feel like the Glacial Spike animation is just kind of like non-existent, which sucks. Okay, so Spellslinger apparently doesn't have the orbs randomly shooting out anymore. The Spellfrost teachings, which is like kind of lame. Forum also says they giga buff mastery. Interesting. Yeah, dude, this is a big shakeup. It's gonna take a little bit for us to understand like the full scope of what all is changing, but this is definitely gonna have rotational impact on Arcane, like a big one. I'm still not too sure how it's gonna shake up for Fire, but if I had to guess right now, I think I don't know how Frostfire and Sunfury can be balanced currently with the way it's designed, like losing the tier bonus. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Frostfire is just gonna be so good compared to Sunfury. Here's the raid testing schedule. Frostfire is actually not too bad. I like it. Starts on the 26th. All right. We will be there. Gonna screenshot this. Okay, just gonna grab all my auras. We don't need SKB. Arcane Orb procs. Clear casting. Intuition counter. I wonder if they changed that. I feel like that's a very likely one for them to change. Magi Spark. Mass Disintegrate. And Evoker. Okay, that should be everything. You know, I tried to use their built-in system, but it doesn't track shit that you need to track. Doesn't even track Aether Attunement. What's up with that? No tracking for excess frost, no tracking for excess fire, no tracking for brilliant power. Like, come on, guys. These are like the most basic things. Lord knows it's not going to track anything for intuition. Hold. Okay. Intuition seems unchanged. Almost a 9 milli there. Not bad. $13 milli, dude. That got doubled too. That's crazy. That was a fucking massive barrage. Holy shit. Yeah, the dragons do look sick as hell. Okay. Well, Sunfury Arcane feels pretty good still. Let's try out Fire with weak auras. Might be a little different. I have details working now too, so hopefully it gives us a good readout on how much damage our Ignite is doing and how much damage our Glacial Spike is doing. Oh, I shouldn't have Flame Accelerant. Hold on. Hey Preheat, how you doing? Thanks again for coaching. Almost 3.3k now. Hell yeah, dude. Doing well. I mean, I'm glad we got so much news today. I feel like WoW was getting so stale. It's good that we just got like a giant info dump today. Very exciting stuff. Okay, so I feel like the crit one might be insane for Fire. The one where the more you crit, the more it procs. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Yeah, we're testing out the next season stuff. I'm on the PTR right now. Arcane's looking good. We just got done testing it. I'm not going to be doing the execute stuff, by the way, just to be clear. I will outside of combustion, though. Ah, screw it, why not? Okay, fire is fucking cooking, dude. What's my crit chance right now? Dude, my crit chance is insane. What the fuck? Look at that. $61. Yo, fire is really fucking good. Holy shit. Okay, let's look at the damage. Yeah, so ignite. I had an ignite tick for 2 million. My Comet Storm, my Glacial Spike is doing a lot of damage, man. Glacial Spike is averaging 2.1 million. Whoa, I didn't get any crits with it. That's a super giga low roll. Okay, let's go again. Okay, Frostfire feels insane with this much crit. I'm not even scorching. Do we get a crit there? Oh, dude. We super high rolled. Look at this. Holy fuck, man. We had a 5.8 million Glacial Spike, dude. The average Glacial Spike crit was 4.7 million. Bro, it may not look cool because the animation's like super speedrun, but like the damage on that shit is insane. What was my ignite? Holy fuck. Dude, look at the difference it made my my ignite damage go crazy. Look at this. 3.3 million ignite tick. Single target, no scorch, by the way. I'm literally not scorching just to like simulate what it would be like doing normal damage. Holy, dude. That is so crazy. Dude, Frostfire feels really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, let's do it 2 targets, or like multiple targets. Let's see. Fuck it, we're lusting. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, so ignite is crazy. Ignite is so crazy. Calls down a meteor which lands at the target location, dealing fire damage to all enemies, burns the ground, dealing fire damage over 8.5 seconds to all enemies in the area. The enemy closest to the center of the meteor's impact takes 40% grease damage. I like that. That's cool. What sort of release day are we thinking? If I had to guess right now, August. Yeah, bro. This ignite value is bonkers. It's actually so good, but it's actually so RNG too. Well, they're doing testing during Mists of Pandaria. If you look, there's yeah, look, the testing starts on the 26th. So there it is. It's not going to be here. It's going to be after this, right? So if testing's starting right away, and it's going till July 14th, I think early August is probably what we're looking at. Okay, what's the name of this buff I'm getting? Oh no. Oh no, everyone got kicked out. It was a short queue. Optional rating counter. I may not play Mop anymore. This is too hype, dude. Okay, so here's the full mage changes. Savant is now 10.6, 9.6. Arcane Charge is buffed. Wow. Okay, Mastery's just buffed overall. Splinter's buffed by 10%. Nether Flux now increase the damage of your next spell by 25%. Nether Flux. Grant your target increase the damage they receive. Oh, it's a PvP talent. Okay, got it. Meteor buffed. Single target. Oh, Spellfrost Teachings is cooldown reduction on Orb. Okay. Got it. They doubled Inspired Intellect. They actually needed to triple it for it to be equal to TA. But whatever. I'm sure they'll tune us later. Remove time anomaly. And they buffed the shell of Engulf. Engulp? Alright. I gotta say, it's a bit mixed, but I'm very excited. If this is their like first rough draft for what we're doing in the patch, this is very exciting. Because it can only get better from here, I'm hoping. But yeah, there are some like weird things, like little things, but overall, I mean, it's looking pretty damn good. I didn't even look at the balance changes. It's just like stuff that doesn't affect balance, except for that solar beam thing. What was that? Persistent aura change? Oh. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. And Frostfire is looking good too. I'm concerned about Sunfury though. Sunfury, I feel like might need some juice. Because they're giving Frostfire all this cool shit. And they're making it so it actually works with Mastery now. and it's just really awesome. And then Sunfury is like losing the old tier bonus, so it's gonna have like way less combustion uptime. And the new tier bonus seems like whatever. The hyperthermia change is nice. I'm curious if that is something that we actually want to play as Frostfire now, though. But yeah, overall, oh, Frost is whatever. I mean, it's like, it's probably good. I don't really enjoy it. I'm not a huge fan of Frost. I just don't like the design of Frost is the issue. But they buffed the shit out of Arcane Mastery. This is going to be a big shakeup for Arcane. I think Frostfire Frost seems pretty nice, but like Fire seems really fucking nice. I don't know. Oh, did they give the good Fire Mog to PvPers? You just got PvP, man. If you want to get that Mog, you just got PvP. June 24th, Mythic Plus opens. Wow. Just a couple days from now. I mean, this set looks cool. But yeah, the PvP one looks insane. That one is insane. I'm gonna have to PvP for that shit. I mean, that is such a good looking set, dude. It matches Arlo. I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? I could care less about the green one, but this one is awesome. What's sticking out of the warrior's head, dude? Oh, it's gotta be chains that like flow behind the head, right? They just don't have the gravity enabled. Yeah, I mean, this is the one to chase, yeah. And it's all animated. You can't really, it doesn't really do it justice. The screenshots don't do it justice. You have to see it in game. If it would let me log in, I could show it to you, but I can't. There, maybe we can find the anime one in here. Added in patch 11.2. Here it is. Astral Gladiator Silk Robe. Astral Gladiator, those are the words we're looking for. Dressing room. Do they only have the green one? Here, let's find the other set. Yeah, so we'll do class specific, mage. Ephemeral, there it is. See, the animations on there are really nice. We need to figure out how to make the PvP one work, because I want to see that red, the red one. It's really cool. It's like, here's the green one. This is 684. Hold on. What if I do this? Astral Gladiators. Soak Cap. This one's green. Okay, what if I change the scaling? Still green. Okay, what if I change spec? Still green. Okay, what if I change... What else can I change here? Effect? No. I don't know if they have the other model. Wait, hold on. How do I make this different? It's like doing the big one. I want to do like the low one. Yeah, so this is like the one I'm pretty sure it should be, yeah. Level. I don't know if I can see the real one. I might have to wait. It may just not be in here yet. This is just bugged. Yeah, the fire PvP one is the one that slaps. I mean, you're playing a hunter, right? What do you expect? A good tier bonus? Get real, dude. There's gotta be some weird spell ID for this that makes it work. But that looks incredible. Alright, y'all. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, I want to see this in game. Oh, it's not Gladiator. Oh, is that the issue? Well, I'll see in game. The lower one? Yeah, good. I want it to be the lower one. Okay, if we go... Here, let's put this back where it belongs. Item sets. We need to get off... Wait, why does it look like this? What's going on here? Why can't I see the PvP sets here? I can probably just go buy it. It's this guy.
Time is money, friend.
They may not have it in yet. Bro, you look like fucking Halloween. Stroke Gladiator.
Keep it real.
Is it like crafted?
Peace, friend. Ancestors watch over you. We shall meet again. I have just the thing.
Maybe I can't see it yet. Oh, I did want to try Sunfury. Because we tried Frostfire a bunch. I want to see how Sunfury actually stacks up. Also, I'm interested in Hyperthermia. As, dude, it would look so good on my bird, too. Holy shit. Yeah, I want to try out Hyperthermia as Frostfire, too. So, like, Frostfire was, like, doing really good damage on details, at least. I don't know how accurate this is, but it was doing, like, 4.8 or some shit, like, or 5, something like that. It was doing really good. So let's do Sunfury. No Executo. Oh, I'm missing my bracers. I just realized that. Yeah, the damage is just not here, I don't think. I'm even gonna cheat a little bit with Scorch. Guys, I think Sunfury needs God. Yeah, no, Sunfury actually needs divine intervention. Guys, this ain't it. I got up to 4 million, but yeah, this is not as good as Frostfire, not even close. Okay, let's swap back to Frostfire. I'm gonna experiment with Hyperthermia too. I feel like Hyperthermia might be really good because of the tier bonus. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah? Anyone in the chat picking up what I'm putting down? Think about it. Think about it. Think about how many Glacial Spikes we might get. Yes, yes. Glacial Spikes for days, dude, if we're just Pyroblasting. The question is how the fuck do we get it? Because I don't want to drop Meteor. How the fuck do we get Hyperthermia, dude? There's no way... Dude, this sucks. Okay, whatever. We'll do it for science. If we're taking this out, we just probably remove Fire's Ire completely. And we can pick up the Phoenix Flame Talents again. Alright. Let's see how this turns out. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Did that really lost? Oops. No hyperthermia procs yet. Really? We're not gonna get one before our fucking combustion? Really? We're really not going to get a hyperthermia, huh? Oh, there it is. Just in time for combustion. Yeah, I mean, even with this wonky ass build I'm playing, it's still higher. Oh. We did have more Glacial Spike procs. That ain't bad, dude. They ain't bad at all, though. Look at those Glacial Spikes, man. That's some Giga Tech. Okay, hey, if you're in the chat right now, this is our little secret, all right? Don't talk about this anywhere yet. I want to test this more. It's our little secret. Frostfire with hyperthermia. Don't tell anyone. All right? We gotta investigate this further. The hit from dropping Firefall definitely sucks bad, but I don't know, man. There might be something here. But, yeah, it just stays between us. Okay, chat? I know you can keep secrets. Put everything back the way it was. Really quickly. That was a double Glacial Spike there at the end. Holy fuck. God, Frostfire feels so fucking elite right now, dude. Alright, we're lagged out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. How much Glacial Spike? Oh, dude. What the fuck? 7.9 million Glacial Spike, bro? With 150% effectiveness on Ignite. My Ignite in combat is like 36%. So it's getting 54%, and it's doing 7.9 million. So that's like a 4.2 million Ignite over 9 seconds. Divide that by 9, so it's ticking for 470k just from the Glacial Spike. Holy fuck. Bro. This tier bonus is the GOAT. We're going to have some fat Ignites. And I'm wearing just like random shit I bought from the vendor plus my old stuff. But our Ignites are going to be egregious. Guys, I don't think you understand how big the Ignites are going to be. This is actually dank as fuck. I seriously am so worried about Sunfury now. How can Sunfury... Like, what can Sunfury do to compete with this? They're going to have to buff Sunfury insane or nerf the shit out of Frostfire, and that I'm not feeling too good about Frostfire. I feel like they might nerf it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I really hope that they buff Sunfury. Sunfury needs some love, man. It's seriously down bad. Who knows? Maybe there's like more changes. This is just like the first day, the first couple hours of the first day, so there's plenty of time. We got plenty of time for them to fix this stuff. I'm not worried, but... or I guess I'm not worried yet. But I am, let's say, concerned. Not worry, concern. Alright, guys. Yeah, so this is really exciting stuff. I'm definitely ready to see what else they're going to do here, because this is just the beginning. It can only go up from here. Very, very exciting stuff. There might even be stuff that we don't know about. I'm going to have to collect all my thoughts and kind of put it into a patch first impressions video. But, dude, I think Blizzard cooked insane. This patch is looking really sick. Very excited about Manaforge Omega. Very excited about the new tier sets. Not so excited about Frost. Spellslinger Arcane, meh. Okay. But, yeah, bro. Some of these bosses look so sick too. But Frostfire is so good. Good God. Anyways, we'll be testing on the 24th, and I'm going to probably do another PTR stream tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. That's going to be it for today. This was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. I haven't streamed in a while, and I just kicked it on, and you guys showed up, so thanks for showing up. We'll be more regular for the next couple weeks, and probably continuing on now that there's actually content to cover in the game again. So I'll see you guys again. If you want to know when I'm live, the best way to know is just click that follow button. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let me know how you're feeling in my Discord. Give me your thoughts. Or if you find anything cool, I'd love to see it. Devastation also looking really cool. I forgot to mention that. Devastation, especially Scalecommander, looking absolutely sick with all the beams and stuff. Appreciate the stream. Yep. All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.